Testing. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So we welcome you to Waratah Reserve. The clash just starting here between Doveton and Whittlesea Rangers. My name is Matthew McNamara. Joining me this afternoon will be Stuart Webster as well. We'll start to run through these lineups nice and quickly for you. Firstly, the away side in goal. Number 1, Abdul Karim Koch. Number 62, Yanni Babaroglu. Number 9, Tom Cahill. Number 28, Peter Deng. Number 3, Dimi Cosmas. Number 19, Ryan Love. Number 33, Daniel Soteropoulos. Number 2, Ibrahim Sumar. Number 11, Samuel Satira. Number 10, Ali Turgut. And 21, Trenton Whiteley. We might come to you in a moment, Webby, and you can come and join, make your commentary debut as you give us the Doveton lineup, starting with the keeper.
In goal for Doveton, number 1, Thomas Afdulis. Number 6, Akol Dow. Number 18, Samuel Catherine. Number 2, Brendan Elmazowski. Number 9, the captain, Joshua Frame. Number 16, Michael Freeman. Number 7, Adam Hester. Number 17, the new sign from Dandy City, Liam McCormick. Number 8, Damien Miskulin. Number 10, Reno Marici. And number 4, Frank Vissers.
So it's quite a calm start so far. Rangers in their alternative kit, the is it, what do you call it, aqua blue, Webby?
Yes, aqua blue.
Very nice looking kit. We're at a very empty Waratah Reserve, of course, these restrictions meaning that unfortunately spectators aren't allowed today, so this live stream being the best way to watch it as Rangers look to go forward. Just in front of us here on the bench, Tony Saunders almost getting a touch there, the gaffer of Doveton, long-term gaffer of Doveton as well. Whiteley, the long throw, looks for Tommy Cahill, couldn't quite get there. A little bit of pressure now. Doveton driving through, it's a great challenge. Last-ditch defending, fantastic effort. A little bit of pressure here early from the Doves. What can we expect today from Doveton, Webby? What do you think the main strengths are?
Ross Frame would be looking to get back on the score sheet. He's pretty capable of giving us goals up front. So if the Doves could come out early, that's what Tony likes them, come out early and firing. Doves should be up for a good game.
Some beautiful neutral commentary there from Doveton stalwart Stuart Webster. You wouldn't know he was a Doves man. Abdulis in goal. Webby, what are your thoughts on young Tommy Abdulis? You're a keeper, obviously very well renowned in your day. Tommy Abdulis, how's he going here at the Doves?
Well, Tommy come in when I did my Achilles 2 years ago, and he come in big boots to fill, and he's come in and he's done well ever since.
And Ryan Love just struggling to clear his lines there. Chance here for Doveton. Well hooked away. It's been an exciting start so far. The Doves looking to get themselves forward. Freeman out here on this left side. Very interested to see how McCormick goes. Only his second game as well for Doveton. He's looking lively in the middle. Turn the ball over. So Whiteley, the fullback here for Whittlesea Rangers. My first time seeing him play, of course. They're now managed by Alfredo, formerly of Manningham and Bulleen. It's quite a good record. Cahill complaining to the assistant referee on this near side. A bit of treatment from McCormick, but nothing given. Yoav Fisher, the man in the middle today as well. So Cole driving forward. He's given the ball away cheaply. That's a strong challenge. There could be some trouble here. I think it's Vissers is the last man. And very, very generous from Yoav Fisher. The ball given away poorly from McCall. And Vissers came across. He was late. And some may consider him very lucky to stay in the park there, Webby.
Yeah, very lucky. Yeah, it was a bad ball from Doe and put Visser under a bit of pressure. And he's under a bit of pressure for the rest of the game though. He's been shown a yellow card.
He certainly is. Getting booked early as a defender. Never nice, but geez, I'm surprised there's not much of a crowd here, or lucky there's not much of a crowd here. There could have been some pressure there for the referee. He's made a big decision. Was it a goal scoring opportunity, Webby? What are your thoughts?
Oh, I think first tackle early doors probably warranted a yellow card.
Okay, so it's a yellow from Webby. The ball comes in the box. Delivered with no one there, and Abdullah comes out and claims quite easily. I think Turgut, the man, was the delivery, but straight away, Doveton looking to get on the rebound. Love, again, can't quite clear his lines. Ball into the area. Away by Deng. Neat little touch. A half-hearted challenge, but Doveton regained possession. McCormack, he's a man I want to see on the ball. What he can do in NPL3. Doveton just recycling and keeping the ball. They've been on a good run this year, Doveton. I'll be honest, Webby, and say that probably a little bit exceeding my expectations where they are on the ladder at the moment. They're doing quite strong. Well, what were the club's internal expectations? We might come back to that in a moment. Doveton driving forward, ball in the area. Love clears his lines. So what were the club's expectations this year for the club in NPL3?
Just to survive, Matthew. Just first year, I wouldn't have seen the club compete in NPL3 ever. So they've come up the ranks from State League 2 into NPL3. So just to survive in our first year would be a great achievement.
Well, that would be my thoughts too. But I mean, with the club sitting on, I think it's 19 points at the moment, not too far off a healthy position. I think is it fourth they're currently sitting as well?
Yeah, fourth. So if they can get 3 points today, Doveton, they can just keep within touching distance of the top two, Melbourne City and Preston, whom play each other today.
They do play today. A very interesting game just down the road at Casey Fields. So a huge game. Could have some ramifications for the season. Of course, Melbourne City, without all their A-League, well, not I call them stars, but the youngsters who might drop down sometimes. I've seen the team sheet today. Max Caputo, the young boy who made his debut last week for Melbourne City, he's starting today with Alex Mills as well. Alec Mills for Melbourne City. So an interesting clash again at Casey Fields. As Koch restarts play. Ball travelling out wide. The Rangers looking to get themselves forward. Dang, left-footed delivery. Ali Turgut, edge of the area. Couldn't quite get there. Bobaroglu. It's cut off a little bit too easily. Adam Hester on a free, signals a free kick. Abdullah sends that ball long. There's a little bit of a gusty breeze here at Waratah Reserve. McCormack sends the ball wide. Ball into the area. Here's a chance for Doveton, and it's in. It's a fantastic finish. A great header. It looks like Rini Mariki scored from me, but I'll confirm with Webby who it was. It's a little bit hard to see, but Webby, thoughts on the first goal?
Great play by Doveton. Long ball followed by Tom Abdullah. Found Ross Frame wide on the right. He put a nice cross into the box, and Samuel Catherine headed it in and put Doves 1-0 ahead. Of
course, I'd get it wrong. And Samuel Catherine coming through the back post. Of course, himself having played quite experienced footballer. Spent some time at Richmond, Box Hill, amongst other clubs in the Premier League. He's done quite well, a run from the midfield, so he's done very well there. But that early release from Tommy Abdullah's very important. A bit of pressure now on this Whittlesea Rangers team. Tommy Cahill sporting the long locks these days. Yanni Boglu. Chance there for the Rangers, but the ball sailing over the bar. Webby, what are your thoughts? 1-0 up now. It's a good position for the Doves to be in.
Yeah, good start for Doveton. But they're just missing that elusive clean sheet this year, so if they can get a clean sheet today, they'll take home the 3 points.
They absolutely will. Going in 1-0 up nice and early. It's always a benefit. Almost 10 minutes played here Waratah Reserve 1-0 to the Doves. McCormick in a battle in the middle with Turgott. Ball sent wide. Looking back to find Turgott again. Can't quite control the ball, and Love heads it away. Misculin with the poor touch, of course, from a Melbourne Victory youth player. Spent a lot of time now here at the Doves. Yanni Burberoglu, quite a bit of the ball early. Here's Trenton Whiteley. He goes down. On a free, this was a free kick for the home side. Again, Doveton looking to send the ball long. Whiteley strong, and the fourth official takes a good grab. There's the man I mentioned earlier, Rinnie, but wasn't the goal scorer. Of course, that was Samuel Catherine, and clearing his lines there is a Cole. That was his error earlier that almost led to a send-off, which I've had a text come through saying clear red, Webby, so someone disagreed with your opinion. I thought it was a clear red. He was through on goal. But Yoav Fisher, the man in the middle today, he says it was yellow, and that's whose opinion that counts. It's Cahill, just pushed off. Fisher's there. Cahill looking to put the ball in the area. It's cut off, and the first real chance now for Whittlesea Rangers. Will be a corner. And Ali Turgott, the man taking it. Tony Saunders not too impressed. Having a chat with the fourth official as well. Of course, we don't have the usual spectators here today, so Turgott doing his own ball boy duties. Commentary position a little bit obstructed by the benches today, so apologies for any late notice on any of these moments, but it will be Turgott. Love gets forward. Ball in the area. And Cahill all over McCormack. Did you ever play with Tommy Cahill, Webby, at all?
Nah, I played against him when I was at St Albans when Tommy Cahill was at Richmond.
Prolific striker. He's doing well to keep going. Changed the appearance as well, the long hair these days. A bit different than Tommy Cahill that I used to know when he was at Richmond back in the old Premier League days. Again, long ball forward again. Burberoglu, Turgott combining again. Vissers getting across. He's watching Vissers and Cahill. It was a battle of the speed merchants for a moment. You might be able to hear the commanding voice of Ryan Love in the background. Heavily tattooed Ryan Love these days. McCormick just a little bit late on Whiteley. He's a bit bemused by it, but referee's given the foul, and Turgott looking for Love, but Cahill, but Cahill not on the same page. So we're almost 14 minutes in here. Doveton 1, Whittlesea Rangers 0. A clash in NPL3 Victoria. Strong challenge out wide, but nothing given. Rangers looking to keep the ball, keep composed. Forward to Cahill. He's a really strong target man. He does well to hold the ball up there. Rangers driving forward. Cahill complaining he wanted a free kick. Ball goes wide. Burberoglu looking to deliver. Cahill just couldn't quite get there. Glanced off his head. Not a bad chance there for the Rangers. As Doveton going to find Ross Frame up top. What would you think that... How did Doveton play, Stuart? What do you think they're looking for at the moment? Looking to try and find sort of Ross Frame a little bit, hold the ball up?
Yeah, Ross Frame's the type of striker that likes to lock the ball in and feed off to Samuel Catherine. So, so if they can do that and get it to Ross is good at playing players in behind. So, yeah, that's probably one of the major strengths.
Okay. So we are getting some special insights today from Stuart Webster, a man who knows his Doveton team quite well. So the privilege is all ours here on NPL Victoria. Turgott and Baboglu, they combine again. This is on a yellow card. He can't commit. Baboglu getting through. Cahill out wide. Trenton Whiteley looks to cut the ball back, but he can't get there in time. We might come across, and I saw you before, Webby, with a Scottish cap on and celebrating Scotland's World Cup win last night. No, sorry, they didn't win the World Cup. I thought on social media they might have, given all the outcry about how good they played, and a 0-0 draw with England. What were your thoughts?
Well, everything I've been hearing from England is it's coming home, but if you can't beat Scotland, I don't think it's coming home England.
Okay, well, a big result last night, or early this morning, 0-0 draw. Scotland, however, will be relying on England to qualify for the next stage, and Scotland know if they can England get a positive result, could be anything in that next round. So, of course, we're all enjoying the Euros coverage as well. As again, the Rangers driving forward in this right-hand side. Seems to be a favoured side for them. Keep the ball quite well. Dang, just a little cheap pass and ball turned over. Mazovsky at right back for the Doves, of course, formerly captain of Dandenong Thunder, a team just around the corner from here. As we see one of the many dog walkers in the park. Everyone in Football Victoria today has found a dog and going walking at their local park, so enjoying that hobby. Can't watch your football team, but you can take your dog for a walk, so plenty of dogs there getting exercise today in Victoria. Again, Yanni Baboglu with a great little ball in behind. It might have been offside. The linesman, or lineswoman in this case, did look to raise her flag. But no harm done. A long searching ball. Doveton keen to look at the second ball here, and it's a strong challenge. Shouts of keep the ball coming from the Rangers bench. Cross back to the keeper, Abdul Karim Koch. Again, looking to play his right-hand side. Yanni Berberoglu. I must admit, I don't know much about him, Webby, but this number 62 for Rangers, he's looked quite lively. He's got the ball quite a lot, Yanni Berberoglu. I'll have to do a bit of research at half-time and try and find out a bit of his background, but he's looked lively so far.
Yeah, he's looked very lively, and Whittlesea looking to come down his side quite a lot.
They are, as using their left side is Doveton. Ball within the area. Frame turns and shoots. And Abdul Karim Koch gets down well. As the Whittlesea Rangers bench looks to go and warm up. A couple of young faces on that bench. Of course, the keeper just lacking behind the rest of the team on the way to the warm-up. Webby, you know that, just strolling along, just casually. Well, the most fun part of the game is it when you sit on the bench for 90 and just can't wait for a good hard-earned after the game, we'll call it. So Doveton clearly lines. Stuart mentioned earlier they haven't kept a clean sheet all season, Doveton, and today is the day. They're looking to do that, and they know at 1-0 up already, if they can do it, they will take home the 3 points. Mazovsky finds McCormack. He's looking for a cheeky little ball in behind, but Abdul Karim Koch off his line nice and early. So it's Daniel Soteropoulos for the Rangers who's turned the ball over. He's a man who's actually played for Alfredo in the past at Manningham, so you would know him quite well. Peter Deng, of course, brother of Socceroo, Thomas Deng. So there's only about 30 or 40 people here today. What's the normal crowd like here at Waratah Reserve, and how's different is it to adjust?
Yeah, it's different today. Doveton probably normally on a good day, depends who you're playing, maybe 400. We normally get a few from our sister club, Dandy Thunder, down to support us, but obviously with the restrictions and that, obviously we can't get as much people here as we would like to.
It is quite unusual. It's an intimidating place to come as a ball is put into the area. Abdul Karim Koch, and he's challenged a little bit late, and down he goes. McCormack couldn't quite get there. It's a very quiet Waratah reserve. We tick over the 20-minute mark. Still Doveton 1, Whittlesea Rangers 0. Koch just taking some time to get back to his feet. Tommy Cahill trying to rev his team up in the middle. Not sure if these effects are coming through on the mic or not, but very passionate man, loves to win, loves to score goals. Young Dimi Cosmas, another former Manning United player, plays a great ball forward. Oh, it's a fantastic chance. Tommy Abdul came off his line well. It was a really good chance of Satira. A lot of high pressure. Cahill barking at his troops, getting them to go and press, and here they go again, pressing again. And there we go, forcing the turnover. High pressure there from the Rangers.
Yeah, that was a good chance. Long ball forward from the centre half to find Satiro, but just missing the right connection there, and it could have been 1-1.
Absolutely could have been, but I think Tommy did well to come out as well, come off his line and put a bit of pressure on. Made it a bit hard for the young fella. There's a long left-footed ball, searching forward. Berberoglu can't beat his opponent this time. Now it's Samuel Catherine driving forward. Ross Frame, Miskulin ahead of him. Holds the ball up quite well. Neat little 1-2. Frame again. Wide looking for a left-footed delivery. Ball comes in. Koch makes sure it's his. Gets in front of Miskulin, and Deng did well to cover as well. Deng asking for options up forward, not much in front of the ball. So a very clear front three at the moment for the Rangers, but lacking a little bit of someone playing just behind them. You see Cahill a little bit isolated at the moment as well. Does find the ball to Turgott. Strong challenge in the middle. Wide. Frame gets himself, comes in nice and deep. You see the runners coming through for Doveton. Love to support and get in the area. Ball comes in. Ronnie Mariki couldn't quite control it. Doveton wanting to squeeze up and lock the Rangers in the corner here. Cahill, neat little flick, but Boglu, nothing in front of him. Tries to be a little bit too cheeky. Ball into Frame. Samuel Catherine, Frame. Looks to move forward. Almazi driving forward the right-hand side as well, but for the moment, just keeping possession. McCormack. Frame again, he's come nice and deep, but it's a poor delivery. They've got numbers committed forward, Doveton, but they've done well to regain the ball. Oh, it's a bit too heavy. So probably flow away for a goal kick, possibly a throw-in. It will be a throw-in. What have you thought about so far the Rangers? Stewie, was there any talks during the week about what they might be like, and what have you thought of the first 20 minutes so far?
Yeah, I think the Whittlesea Rangers are still trying to find their feet a bit in this game, Matthew, just probably because they've probably only done 3 training sessions this week, back from COVID, having 3 weeks off. So I think they're still trying to find their feet in this game at the moment, turning over possession a bit too easily, and yeah, a lot of hopeful long balls, which aren't going anywhere.
Yeah, I think they're just lacking a little bit of, I mean, they get their front three get forward, but there's a little bit of lack of support just in behind them. So we'll see if they can address that throughout the game as Doveton come forward, ball into the area, and they've scored again! And it looks like it's that man, Samuel Catherine, He's on the end of it. He might be a bit sore, or is he just celebrating on the floor? I can't tell. But Doveton 2, Whittlesea Rangers 0. They've doubled their advantage. Cahill and Alfredo Constantino not having the best of conversations here as well. But Webby, 2-0.
Yeah, Doveton going forward again through that right-hand side. Looks like where their strength is, and a beautiful cross in by Adam Hester out in the right. Found Samuel Catherine, and Sammy's got 2 goals, and Doveton's 2-0 ahead.
He does. He has 2. Doveton have 2. And it's a very good advantage for them. And I'm going to be honest, it was probably a little bit too easy for Doveton. The ball in the area and Sammy Catherine just driving forward to get there first. 2-0. Adam Hester. How long has he been in the Doves for? He was at Beaumaris previously. I think we might have played against him a couple of years ago.
Yeah, this is Adam's first season at Doveton, and he came across to us from Beaumaris.
Do we know much about him?
The only thing I know about him is he's English.
Automatically disliked there by Stuart Webster, so I'm sure he's taken the absolute Michael out of him this morning about the result. As the Rangers need to do something to get back into it. Cahill, I'm not sure if you heard the argument as that ball went in, but Cahill and the gaffer of Whittlesea Rangers, they weren't seeing eye to eye on a few things, and Cahill not happy about being 2-0 down. Maybe you think defensively it wasn't working out quite so well at the moment for the away side. The ball travels the area, and the linesman, or lineswoman, I'll get it right by the end of the day, assistant referee, puts the flag up, thwarts that attack. 26 minutes played. We are at 2-0 at the moment, the home side leading. So, Stuart, do you think that Doveton will change the way they play, and will they close the shop a little bit, be a little bit less adventurous moving forward?
I think they'll keep going the way they're going now, because they don't look to be under any pressure from Whittlesea at the moment. The defence looks like they're mopping everything up, so I think Tony Saunders will just be happy with the way he's playing and just keep rolling like that and see it through till half-time.
Of course, half-time, about 18 minutes away. Tom Cahill again just getting into his teammates to, I won't use the words he used, but to get up and start pressing, trying to keep the ball as high as possible. Ryan Love barking instructions as well, and Hester, his great delivery led to that second goal. Is he a visa player? Do we have visa players anymore in NPL3? You're allowed a few, aren't you? The rules have changed that much of 4 it is. So there's a good little ball in behind. Frame. Keeper comes out, but the assistant referee on that far side judging to be offside. Tempo requested by the captain of the Rangers. He wants things to be moved along a little bit faster, telling his keeper to get going. Again, hopeful ball from the Rangers. Webby could get his first touch of the day. This one's coming straight towards us. Cahill can't quite hold it up. So Ross Frame, he does come quite deep. It's really a false 9 type role, isn't it?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he comes deep to get the ball because he's good at coming and getting the ball and playing players around him in, like such as Rinnie and Adam Hester.
If my memory serves me correctly, he played for Whittlesea Rangers for a little while as well, I think. So
yeah, former Whittlesea player, Oakley and Dandy City player.
So he's been around quite a while and still going around quite strongly. As Turgott travels forward, Cahill wanted it in behind, but Doveton centre halves just dropped off. Whiteley, Love, they've got to try and retain some possession now, Rangers, and make sure they don't, well, at a minimum, don't concede again and get into half-time. I'd love to score one before the half-time break. Ryan Love, strong leader at the back. Of course, he's, again, Premier League experience there. Kingston. It's a good little spell of possession. Ball, trying to whip the ball in the area, but McCormack got in the way. Turgott. Barbaroglu. Looks to play it out wide, but Hester gets in, and now it's a one-on-one. Frame looking to try and chase the ball down. Abdul Karim Koch gets it, but it's a poor clearance. Rudy Mariki, or Samuel Catherine rather. Look very similar from afar. Catherine with a poor touch. Dang, looking to find the ball to Cahill. He's possibly fouled there. He thought he was fouled. I thought he was fouled, but Yoav says no in the middle. Ali Turgott, man, formerly of Brunswick City, Hume City. Very talented footballer. Out wide, Cahill finding himself stuck out wide on the left rather than in the middle, where he's probably a bit more lethal. It's Doveton. I won't say they're resorting to playing on the counter-attack, but it certainly suits them at the moment to get numbers behind the ball and attack when required. 2-0 up, of course. Musculin, that big frame. The mullet as well. Does a mullet make a comeback in Doveton, mate? What do you thought of Damo's haircut? How's that travel along with the boys? We might come back to in a moment. Damo, is he trying to get the worst haircut award for the year with the boys? Or?
Yeah, the boys do have a crack at him about the mullet, but he seems to like it, so he's stuck with it.
He's played everywhere, Damien Musculin. He started off as a striker as a kid. I remember seeing him as a 14-year-old playing at Berwick City. He's a gun striker. I went to Melbourne Victory, became a centre-half. He's playing today in the middle, but he's played absolutely everywhere. He's a good engine on him. Works quite hard. Long throw from Trenton Whiteley, but nobody there. But if you're talking rugby terms, they've gained some possession and gained some ground. They'll just send it forward again. This time it goes backwards to Ryan Love. Timmy Cosmas, a youngster, spent time at Richmond and Manningham. As Love looks to go forward for the first time today, combining with Cahill, but didn't quite work out. Out wide to Whiteley, and he can't control it. And it breaks down again for the Rangers. I know we're half an hour in, Stuart, but who would you have said before the game of the men to watch for Doveton? If you say Samuel Catherine, I'll call you a liar because he scored a double, so we'll leave him out. Of course, he's a great player, but who else is dangerous in Doveton's side?
Yeah, Ross Frame, he's a natural goal scorer, a stalwart of the NPL. He's one to look out for, and probably Rini Marucci, formerly Dandy Thunder, Green Gully, Altona Magic player. He's if you get any free kicks at the edge of the box, watch out for Rini to step up and probably put one in the back of the net.
His left foot is absolutely lethal. It's still one of the best left pegs going around that I've seen as well. So he scored some crackers over his time. And if we see a free kick today, I'm sure he'll be stepping up to prove us all right. As forward they go again, Doveton, Frame and Love concedes a corner. Who are the targets in this corner? Who are we looking for?
You'd probably be looking for Vissa, one of the centre-halves, probably go up. Big Ecole, probably go up. They're the only probably two biggest men that Doveton's got. They're not a very tall team. Not
a very traditional British team in that regard, are they? They're not the big 6'2" centre-halves anymore. It's a little bit different, but the big Sudanese boy, Ecole, is a danger. I think Visses is staying back, so we'll see how it goes. If you can get it on Ecole's head, Webby will be very pleased. Ball swung in, great delivery. We're talking about that left foot. Koch couldn't handle it. Drops out to Hester. They looked at the ball back in the area, but Cosmas wins it and sends it forward. Little deflection, and they'll get the throw in as well. So we talked about his left foot, Rudy Marici, but what a delivery that was.
Yeah, good delivery, a bit flat with a bit of whip, and Koch come off his lane and got the punch away.
He did quite well, Abdul Karim Koch. Of course, the goalkeeper union out in force today with Stuart Webster here, a man who's played numerous Premier League games for how many clubs? I haven't got enough fingers to count your clubs you've played at, but there's quite a few. But he's a man who certainly knows his football and his goalkeeping especially. loves his Doves, and at the moment they're 2-0 up. Appeal for offside. Duly given. So an opportunity now for the Rangers to reset and get some possession, keep the ball. For me personally, maybe the first half an hour, I just haven't seen enough from the midfield three of the Rangers. They haven't controlled the game and really controlled the tempo enough for me.
Yeah, the centre-halves are getting a lot of possession on the ball, but they just seem to be going long all the time.
I'll cut you off quickly as Ross Frame challenges with Abdul Karim Koch, but Koch, he's about 6'4", the big boy from Roxburgh Park in Melbourne's north. He gets out strongly and heads the ball away and saves the blushes of some of his centre-halves. Frame again, he drifts everywhere. Ball to the area. Ryan Love gets there, and now a chance possibly for Whittlesea to drive forward. Well, that's a little bit too easily. Miskulin tried to lunge in, couldn't quite get there. Turgott free in the middle if the ball can find its way to him, but continuing forward. Adam Hester being told to get back. Mark the dangerous Berberoglu. It's Cahill out wide. In, out, left, right, and wins the corner. Cahill turning back the clock with the step overs, and jeez, how old would Tommy be these days?
Well, Tommy would have to be probably mid-30s, I'd say.
Still getting around strongly. He'd love to score right now. We're in the 37th minute. Short corner. Ball comes in the area. Cahill is the only target, and it falls to Cahill. He has a chance just over the bar. Well, there was the chance that Whittlesea Rangers have been looking for. A good ball in from Ibrahim Suma. Cahill, the only target in the area. He won a ball he probably shouldn't have won, and the ball dropped to him and just over the bar. I'm sure the Rangers would have loved to have scored that, but it remains Doveton 2, Whittlesea 0. 37 minutes played here at Waratah Reserve. Some positive words of feedback coming through from the Doveton, we call them ground marshals. There's a few ground marshals today. So everyone normally runs away from volunteering, but a day you can only come down to the ground to be a volunteer. Everyone wants to be a volunteer. So plenty of ground marshals here, plenty of dog walkers, people enjoying their exercise. Of course, no fans allowed. Hester just wins the free kick, or the throw-in rather. All out wide. Doveton combining. Hester. Ross Frame dropping in. Love gets there with the header. And can the Rangers get going? It's Turgott. He's been on the ball a little bit, but not much ahead of him, unfortunately, for Ali Turgott. Ricci. It's the ball forward. Samuel Catherine. Ross Frame on the volley. Can't quite keep it down. And Koch watches the ball sail over the bar. So 39 minutes now. I know there's no clock on today's live feed coming through. So 39 minutes played. It is Doveton 2, Whittlesea Rangers 0. Some of the comments coming through on Facebook. Bashkim El Mazovsky must be surely related to Brendan, who gets involved right now and on cue. El Mazovsky avoids a card. Could have been a card another day, but referee being generous. A free kick opportunity now for the away side. Both centre halves pushing forward. Love, Sideropoulos getting themselves forward. Ali Turgott, someone who's got great delivery, worked with him in the past, and fantastic athlete and fantastic person, has a great family. He'll deliver the ball. In it comes. Looks for Love. Can't find him. And big Damo Misculin puts it away for a corner. Big chance coming up. You think that, Stu, with 5 minutes to go to half-time, it's an important moment for the Rangers?
Yeah, if they can get a goal now, it's second half, it's game on.
So play a short corner. Something I'm not a big fan of as a coach, but Turgott puts it in to the back post, trying to find Cahill. Can't find it. I don't know if it's the way I was brought up, Webby, but short corners and me, we don't really see eye to eye. What are your thoughts? Put it in the mixer, or do we try and keep possession?
Yeah, well, you send all your centre-halves forward, so you just try and get it in the mixer for your centre-halves.
That's why we send those big boys forward, is to win those challenges, and I can't win the 50-50 headers and the ball's not in there. If you're behind, get that ball in the box. Almost 41 minutes played. Doveton 2, Whittlesea Rangers 0. Home side in somewhat control at the moment. Long ball from Avdulis. Misculin trying to find frame, but Sideropoulos gets across, and Ryan Love not impressed with his teammates, not taking some responsibility. There's the Doveton bench just remind there for who's the left back for Doveton at the moment?
Michael Freeman.
Just Tony Saunders and crew reminding him that we're 2-0 up and there's 3 minutes to go. Let's not rush too much in this first half. There's Ross Frame. I mean, he's been everywhere, this man, Ross Frame. He's done quite a job today, but couldn't quite find a target there. Cahill getting hammered by Vissers, and you might be able to hear that coming through the mic, but not very impressed, we'll say, with the referee. To be fair, I didn't think there was much in the contact, to be honest, but here we go again. Another chance for Cahill, who backs in. And I'm sure he's going to foul here. No. So the frustration might have got the better of him, but the referee letting things go. A few little late challenges. I love it personally. I think the referee should let it go more often. We might come back to your opinion in a moment as ball travels wide. Samuel Cather looking for his hat-trick. Hits the post. Ball rebounds to Damian Misculin. 3-0 Doveton. And have they wrapped the game up before half-time, Stuart?
Yeah, I think that could be game over, Matthew. Samuel Catherine, that man, he's on fire. He's hit the ball from about 18 yards, hit the post, and Damian Misculin following up. Easy tapping. Doveton go 3-0 ahead.
They certainly do. They certainly do. And the alarm bells are ringing right now for the Rangers. It's 43 minutes played. Doveton 3, Whittlesea Rangers 0. Samuel Cather on that right-hand side, driving the ball, hitting the post before Damian Misculin followed up and buried it home. Side foot's all he needed. As the Rangers kick off again. 3-0 can be quite a deficit. We talked before that it was important. They didn't go in, worse than 2-0 down, and they try and just keep that there. But they've conceded again. And you always know a team's struggling when the coach sits down, I found Webby as well. So if Alfredo's taking a seat, he's frustrated. I know I do that too when things aren't going well. You turn off and you take a seat and you have a sulk. Is that how it is?
Yeah, well, they were hoping, Whittlesea would have been hoping to get in at 2-0 down, but they've conceded the third, and I think it's game over because 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline, but Doveton's got the third, so yeah, I think it's game over now.
Well, he's gone the early crow. If you're a we don't encourage gambling, of course, but in gambling terms, the early crow can destroy any hopes you might have had for a certain winner. So hopefully he hasn't put the moz in his own team. We'll see how they go. Love looking to get his team back in it just before half-time. He can't find an option in front of him, though. Cahill gets it, and he's absolutely clobbered. And he's not impressed with the referee, Yoav Fisher. The assistant referee's got her flag up. Cahill's been clobbered from behind. The referee says it's all ball. Well, this is going to be interesting because Cahill's not very impressed. Yoav Fisher saying, just calm it down. A few words here with Vissers and Cahill, and the assistant referee had her flag up early. How did you see that one, Webby?
Yeah, solid challenge there by Michael Freeman. The lineswoman, she flagged, ref didn't say, he waved play on, and Tommy Cahill wasn't happy.
Yeah, look, they're the ones as a referee. And the referee had a good look at it, and he sort of said no, but the assistants popped her flag up. She might have had a better view from her angle, but certainly, yeah, Fisher, the referee, thought it wasn't a free kick, but takes the advice of his assistant as the fourth official, indicates 1 minute of added time. So 1 minute to be added on here. It's past the end of the 45 right now. Doveton 3, Whittlesea Rangers 0, but a chance for the Rangers to get back in the game. Ibrahim Suma will deliver. Players shooting their eyes in the sun. It can be quite a strong sun on that angle. Ball comes in, left-footed delivery, whipped in. Avdors comes out strongly. He's only a youngster, but he's got a few years of experience now and sends the ball long into a one-on-one, but Love gets in front quickly and gets rid of it. Freeman again in absolutely no rush. Love to get to the dressing rooms at 3-0. We're almost at half-time. I might come to you in a moment, Webby, and ask what your opinion would be if you're the Rangers gaffer, what you might say at half-time. Before we do go to a small break, Doveton, Elmazovsky, Hester. Can they get one more before the break? Hester with a neat little turn. Well, deliver shortly. The referee's about to blow his whistle, I think, but Adam Hester with a, I don't know what we call that, was an attempted little trick. One of these little fancy footballers, but that's it, half-time. Referee blows the whistle. Doveton 3, Whittlesea Rangers 0. Webby, just quickly, if you're the Rangers gaffer, what do you say at half-time?
Yeah, I think they're going to hit more going forward. Their final third is letting them down, and they're not really getting on the ball in their final third. So they're going to try and have some options up front to try and get an early goal and get back in this game.
We'll see what they do as we come back after the break. It's Doveton 3, Whittlesea Rangers 0. And welcome back to Waratah Reserve, where it's Doveton 3, Whittlesea Rangers 0. Couple of substitutions for the visitors. Coming on, number 8, Forbes, 9, Sunya. We'll get the correct pronunciation of that one soon. And Andrew Kerr. Coming off, Peter Deng. I missed the second one. We'll try and get the information for the fourth official very soon of who came off. Stuart Webster on a mission to find out who's been substituted. So Daniel Soteropoulos, one of the centre halves, comes off. So does Peter Deng, the left back. And it looks like already the Rangers have gone to a 3-5-2, Webby.
Yeah, well, they've got to come out the blocks early and try and get a goal back to get back in the game here.
They certainly do. We said Doveton 3, Whittlesea Rangers 0. Some great hospitality at half-time from the Doveton lads inside, following the rules nice and strictly and watching the game from inside the club rooms. Of course, nobody allowed in attendance today apart from essential personnel. Somehow we fall under that category, Webby, and first time we've been called essential for a long time.
Yeah, that's it, Matthew.
Yeah. After all this, the good early grab. Sends it forward to Frame, and Frame in a tussle with Andrew Kerr, who just came on for the Rangers. A bit of physicality might be what they need, and Kerr certainly brings that with him. Good young man as well. Rangers through Satera playing a left wing back role now. Turgott a little bit deeper than he was in the first half. Play the ball wide. It's Whiteley. Again, it's a good start for the Rangers, as I say that. Andrew Kerr turns the ball over, of course. But they looked much more composed. But this formation could cause them some trouble as Hester makes a good run. But it's Samuel Catherine's run who's rewarded. Out wide to Hester. He's onside. Looks to go 1v1. He drives his side. Some good defending. Satira getting back to help. He sends the ball forward, but straight to Musculin. McCormack. Frame, who's again dropped in and makes it very hard to defend him when he keeps moving around and dropping in so deep. But I think it's been a better start from the Rangers. It certainly needs to be. 3 goals conceded in the first half, but don't write them off. Webby did, but I won't. Still plenty of time as a ball into the area, but Abdul Karim Koch comes out to grab it. I spoke to him at half-time. He's said he's no longer a Roxburgh Park local, but moved to Dallas. Are you familiar with Dallas, Webby? Is that something you know where that is?
I know it's somewhere in America.
Of course, Webby being from the southeast doesn't know these northwestern suburbs, but Dallas are in the north. He's married with 2 kids now. I haven't spoken to him for a long time, so there you go. Time flies. So, Abdul Karim Koch. A great bloke of Victorian football. Abdullah's in no rush. They're 3-0 up, of course. Cahill puts the obligatory pressure on. First ball goes begging, but the second ball won by Suma. Love and Kerr combining at the back and looking to get themselves forward. He's a substitute. I don't know much about this young fella. Forbes Nyat Sunya, we'll call him. I hope that's how we say it. And Suma looking to play to Cahill, but very strong challenge. Comes in front from McCool. Doveton seem very happy to sit a little bit behind the ball and play more a counter-attacking style at the moment. So I did some research at half-time, and Barbaroglu spent some time at Manningham and Mazenod. I think if he keeps going the way he's going today, he might earn himself a call up to a bit higher level. Good young player. At least he looks young anyway. He's a short in stature, but we might go around the grounds very shortly. I might get you, Webby, to confirm some of these results that have been texting our phones and vibrating as we're going along. So I'll get you to confirm some of those scores as Ross Frame looks to cut the ball back. He does so, and it could be a corner. And it is. The Rangers players aren't very impressed. But the assistant referee on this side, I've got it right this time, she's signalled for a corner. Webby's going through his phone, scanning the text and looking at all the results, so we'll come to those very shortly. We'll see if Doveton can add to their lead. 3-0. We're in the 50th minute here at Waratah Reserve. An empty Waratah Reserve, of course. Shout out to the lovely people inside watching on the live stream. Hopefully shout out to earn us beer credits for after the game, Webby. That's the plan. Marici, we talked about his left foot in the first half. Good delivery, looking for the front post. Trying to find a cool, couldn't get there. Mazovsky, challenge, couldn't win it. Satira finds my man Barbaroglu, but Michael Freeman gets in first. So, Webby, can we go around the grounds? What do we got?
Yeah, we've got North Sunshine 1, Geelong 0, Nunawading 3, Ballarat City 0, Box Hill 1, West United 0.
That's a very interesting result. We are just trying to chase up the score between Melbourne City and Preston Lions. I will have to send a text to that one. It doesn't appear to be anyone there on our live score service, but I will send a text message out and get that score to you very shortly. Barbaroglu, I'm going to call him my man. I've been really impressed with him today. Finds Cahill. Ball falls to Cosmas. He sends it wide. Ball into the area. Cahill looking for it. Cahill gets up strongly. Oh, it's a very good save. Tommy Avdulis with a fantastic save. Cahill reached up, got high and above and headed the ball well towards goal. He's unfortunate and he hasn't pulled one back. Wow, what a chance there, Webby, for the away team.
Yeah, good chance. Bought long ball forward. Phoned Cahill in the box. Connected well. But Tommy Avdulis with a motion elevators moment there with a great save.
Okay, I'm hearing the score at... Well, we'll come back to that as Ross Frame tries to... I think he tried to dink Abdul Karim Koch, a 6'4" Abdul Karim Koch, but ball didn't go above his waist. We have a live score from the Melbourne City game. It's Melbourne City 1, Preston Lions 1. So a very competitive game. Top of the table clash, I believe it is. Those two teams, of course, played out an entertaining start to the season earlier in the year. Today's game at Casey Fields. Currently 1-1. As Turgott looks to try and bring his team back in the game. It's a shove from McCormack. Here's Cahill, finds some room in the area. Tommy Cahill with a chance, and Tommy Cahill, if anyone looked likely, it was the big Englishman, and Cahill scores. He gets one back for Rangers. Whittlesea Rangers now trailing 3-1, but it's a fantastic ball into the area from Suma. Too much room afforded to Cahill. He's too good of a player to get that much sort of room, and he slots the ball in. 3-1. Webby, you went the early crow. Don't tell me you put the jinx on.
Yeah, I think I might have went too early. Whittlesea pulling one back. Good dink past Avdulis from Cahill. And it's Doveton 3, Whittlesea 1.
It certainly is. And hopefully we can have a bit of a comeback. Not for you, maybe, with your Doves connections, but love to see an entertaining game here on NPL Victoria. Our live stream of the NPL3 game today. Doveton probably won't sit back as much now. Again, some desperate challenges from Vissers this time, and McCormack eases past Cosmas. Mazovsky. McCormack, Hester, good spell of possession. Sammy Catherine looks to play the ball. I'm not sure if he was trying to find Marici, but he didn't find him. The ball drifts out for a goal kick. Webby, if you're Tony Saunders, you're the gaffer of Doveton, do you anything different now? 3-1 is still, 37 minutes to go?
I'd still keep playing the same because Doveton look pretty good going forward. So if they keep playing the way they are, they could possibly get a fourth.
So keep attacking. Keep attacking is what Stuart Webster says. And attack they will now. Catherine, Frame. Catherine for his hat-trick. Cuts it back to Frame. Oh, Ryan Love gets there. Jeez, he might have shot himself. Samuel Catherine, he could have possibly scored the fourth. Did the unselfish thing, but desperation from Ryan Love. Great chance for the Doves.
Yeah, great chance there. Samuel Catherine to get through clean on goal. I would have thought he would have taken the shot himself, but tried to square it for Frame unselfishly. And yeah, Ryan Love getting a desperate lunge in to clear the ball away for Whittlesea.
Speaking of Whittlesea, they're driving forward. Cosmas trying to keep the ball. Hester goes down theatrically, I'll call it. And Yoav Fisher, who I saw at half time, said hello to, said he's doing a great job, and I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He was closer than me this time, so he gives the free kick. Cahill telling him to hurry up and trying to get this game going. As looks like Lucas Kashiri warming up for the away side. In fact, they've sent 2 subs to warm up, so Alfredo Constantino, the gaffer, and we'll see what they do. Skillen and Love challenge the ball in the air. Love, the winner, encouraging his teammates to get in and get on with it. Shouts of handball, but Yoav says no. Ronnie Mariki just, I'll use the word acrobatically moving through the air, but maybe not as acrobatically as he would have done a few years ago. But Cahill strong again on his chest. This time Barbaroglu supporting. It is Barbaroglu who finds the ball out wide. Delivered. Cahill looking to get there, but Adam Hester. Be more defensive this second half from Hester. Gets the ball, but Turgott pickpockets the ball off Misculin into the area. Finds Cahill almost. Wow. Geez, some chances now for the Rangers there. Alfredo Constantino, the manager, very excited in front of us. Maybe a little bit frustrated that Cahill couldn't get on the end of it. Great chance there. Are they coming? Are they coming, Stewie?
Yeah, Whittlesea's come out the second half, all guns blazing. They got the early goal, and they look to be on top of Doveton at the moment in these early stages for the second half.
They certainly do. They certainly do. But when you're 3-0 down or 3-1 down as they are at the moment, the game can be quite different. Hester, strong. But he's gone down a little injury, I think, but strong challenge in the middle of the park. Hester still down in front of us. We'll see if anything happens, but Hester's still on the ground. People asking for the ball to be knocked out, but the Rangers players either haven't seen it or aren't interested. But there goes Doveton with the ball, who haven't put it out either. So that balances itself out. Hester now back up and about. Very theatrical there from, was it Mariki? What do you think of that, Stewie?
Yeah, I think it really went down a bit too easy there, trying to look for the free kick, but yeah, the ref didn't want a bar of it.
He threw himself in the air high enough, so young Cosmas wasn't too keen with the movement of the former Dandenong Thunderman. See Freeman, ball out wide. Catherine looks to find Freeman, but can't recapture the form of the first half from Samuel Catherine. He had some great involvements, of course, scoring the first 2 goals. For Damien Misculin, added another. Took the Dubs into a 3-0 lead at half-time. And now, after 58 minutes played, it's Doveton 3, Whittlesea Rangers 1. See some of the more athletic Doveton substitutes warming up in front of us. Cahill again, always a threat. Combining Barbaroglu, Cahill. Trying to find Cosmas, but couldn't get there. Big Tommy clears his lines. It's a bit relentless here from the Rangers. They're really looking to get forward, and a cheeky attempt from Suma on his left peg. But Avdulis getting back. So the sun just starts to set over most of the ground here at Waratah Reserve. Turgott, McCormack, strong challenge to Tira on Cormac. McCormack looks like he's a little bit winded. They've both a little bit sore, McCormack and Satira. You also got Samuel Catherine on the ground as well. So there will be a substitution now, I believe. Fredo Constantino calling on Lucas Kashiri to come back, but he hasn't seen it, but I have. And eventually he makes his way down the line. A youngster who was part of the NTC program, spent time in Melbourne City as well. Haven't seen him play too many first-team games. I mean, I haven't been involved with this level for a little while, but good to see him playing. He was a great asset as a youngster. Did his knee a little while ago, but a very good young player. I look forward to seeing what he can do today if he can change the game. It's Mariki on the ball. We've talked about his left foot and what he can do. Not many big targets for the Doves. Oh, they go short. Out wide's Hester. He's completely unmarked. Great ball across the face to goal. Off the shin pad maybe of Ryan Love, and Abdul Karim Koch grabbing that one. Set piece there, Webby, or they normally like to play a short ball from that situation?
No, I would have expected Rinnie to fire that one into the box, looking for the big target man, Ecole, but he's played the cheeky one short to Hester, who put a dangerous ball in the box, and Ryan Love was there in the last line of defence to clear for Whittlesea.
So we'll just try and see who's coming off for the Whittlesea Rangers. They're about to make a substitution. We know it'll be Kashiri coming on. Webby's gone off to investigate. He's already applying for jobs at Fox Sports on the sideline, or Optus Sport, or Paramount Sport. Who's running the football now? Webby, who have we got coming off?
We've got Samuel Satira coming off, and coming on for him is Lucas Kacheri.
Okay, so it will be Satira who comes off, as Dimi Cosmas goes in the book for repeated infringements. Yeah, Fisher just pointing around the ground, just indicating he's one too many. And Cosmas, he's 19, the youngster, goes in the book. Kashiri also, I believe he's 19 as well. So he comes on. He'll be playing a left wing-back role. Barbaroglu and Constantino just talking about the shape and how they should change some things. Cahill wants his team to be, well, let's say less deep, but not the words he used, but can they push up a little bit more? And it's like Cahill and Barbaroglu will be up front together. Cahill more as a traditional 9, and Barbaroglu maybe is that second striker now. Yeah,
well, the first half Cahill looked like he was playing a bit deeper just in behind the front two of Whittlesea, but now 3-0 down at half-time, he's pushed forward and he got the elusive goal for Whittlesea to bring them back into the game, 3-1.
He did, but he just needs that support, as you said, and we'll see now if Barbaroglu can provide that. It looks like Ali Turgott has dropped from the 10 role into that defensive midfield role by himself, and he can certainly do that. Neat little flick there from Suma. There's a ball out wide to Whiteley. The Rangers continuing their domination in the second half. They are 3-1 down, but we don't want to write them off, but if they play balls like that, you might have to. Poor ball from Turgott. Couldn't find Whiteley. We said earlier there aren't too many fans in the ground today, but the few that are just behind the Top Gun blasting and Mercedes-Benz Berwick signs on the other side. Some sponsors here of Doveton, I believe, Webby. There's a couple of people over there. Of course, they're essential persons required. Here's Kasiri's first chance. What can he do? He gets his right foot. Oh, it's a nice ball in for Cahill, and Cahill can't quite get there. This has had his run checked, and Avdulis comes out and grabs it. Falls to Ryan Love, who gently drops the ball to Turgott via a little touch on Samuel Catherine, and again, Whiteley involved for the Rangers. He's looking to drive forward. Didn't really do much in the first half, but with a bit freer role now in this 3-5-2 shape, we'll see what he can do. But it's one of the substitutes now, Andrew Kerr, with a fantastic ball into the box. Cahill was at the back post, couldn't quite find him. Hester turns, beats Kashiri, but he can't find Sammy Catherine. And Suma, he can't find Tommy Cahill, and off they go. Doveton looking to push forward. Shouts are offside, but not given. As Frame held the ball up. Drops all the way back. Miskulin, McCormack, Elmazovsky. Not enough pressure here from the Rangers, Webby.
Yeah, they're just letting Doveton have the ball a little bit, getting in their final third up front. But they've turned over possession now, Doveton, and Whittlesea's on the attack now.
They certainly are, and a little bit too easy. I think the pressure from the Rangers, I think they can do a little bit more and press a little bit higher. Of course, 3-1 down. We've played 65 minutes, so 25 minutes to go here at Waratah Reserve. NPL3 Victoria, you are joining us on today's live stream. It is Doveton and the Whittlesea Rangers. Doveton in green, Whittlesea Rangers in the aqua blue. But it's McCormack, Liam McCormack, formerly of Dandenong City. Recent signing by this Doveton team in the window. Finds Ross Frame, a man who's very well known in Victorian football. El Mazovsky, former captain of Dandenong Thunder. There's certainly some experience in this Doveton lineup. As McCormack will go into the book for his challenge on Barbaroglu. So we are just going to go. We'll go around the grounds in a couple of minutes. We'll get Webby back on the blower. He'll make some calls. Hearing Preston scored in the first minute. Matthew Kundari, formerly of St Albans, he scored in the first minute for the Preston Lions. Before an unnamed player, I can't see who it was, scored for Melbourne City. So I believe it is still 1-1 there. Well, those who are watching can send me a text and confirm that one. And we'll get Webby in a moment to go around the grounds for us and see what's happening. I wonder if Box Hill is still leading over Western United. That's a game that could impact this Doveton team dramatically. Webby, you got the results up.
Yeah, nothing much has changed, Matthew. It's still North Sunshine 2, Geelong 0. Nuttawading 3, Ballarat City 0. Box Hill still 1-0 up against Western United. So, yeah, if Box Hill can hold on against Western United, Doveton will push into that probably second spot.
It certainly will, as the challenge goes unpunished there. Again, he's the big man, Cole, just catching Barbaroglu, but no, Tommy Cahill and McCormack having words. We are just confirming that Preston Lions score to see if it's still currently 1-1. We'll have that confirmation very, very soon. Frame drives down the right-hand side, cuts the ball back. Samuel Catherine or Rooney Moriki. Geez, they look so similar from afar. Maybe it's just me, baby, but I find it very hard to tell the difference between the two from a distance. So McCormack is blowing a little bit, comes over for a breather with the gaffer. Ricci in no rush. They're 3-1 up, Doveton. Can they find a target now? Ball comes in. Great delivery again. It skims off the head of one of the Doveton players. Cut back to a goal, but good challenge from Abdul Karim Koch. A call wins the ball back again. And that's a clear foul. Tommy Cahill not impressed with his teammate. Should have sent the ball forward, but here's our chance. It's Rooney Moriki or Ricci on his left foot. What are we expecting?
Yeah, probably, I think maybe a bit too far out for a strike on goal. But if he hits a target, then anything can happen. Some of the strikers can fall up for a rebound here.
Was that Adam Hester? Is he lining up for it?
Looks like it. We got Adam Hester and Mirici over the ball. Just probably chatting amongst themselves to see who's going to strike this ball.
Well, I expect Mirici to take it, but maybe have the element of surprise with Hester over the ball as well. Looks like it will be Hester. Hester just wraps his foot around a little bit too much, but Koch had it covered, to be fair. It's Doveton 3, Whittlesea 1, 68 and a half minutes gone. Koch will restart things for the Rangers. Long ball forward. Cahill wins the first one. Cole jumps in to win the next one. Bit of aerial ping pong at the moment. Cosmas, Hester. Oh, a little challenge there from McCormack. Gives away a free kick. So now a chance for the away side. It'll be Ali Turgott on the ball. Forward does go Andrew Kerr. Big, strong target for this Rangers team. Cosmas on the ball as well, but he's lining up on his left foot. I'll give you a quick tip, maybe he's not left-footed, so he ain't taking it. It'll be Turgott. Cosmas moves away. So Turgott with his delivery. Cahill the target. Avdulis looked for it. He got a touch. A lot of complaints to the Whittlesea Rangers, but Avdulis came out and won the ball and got the player.
Yeah, good ball in from Whittlesea there, and Tom Avdulis with the early call was come out for the punch, and Whittlesea Rangers players appealing for a penalty there, but the refs having nothing of it. But yeah, goalkeeper's protective species here.
They certainly are. It's Turgott again. Ball into the area. Cahill picks it up. Strong strike. Oh, it's almost a nasty challenge, but ball deflects. It's deflected to Cahill. He's offside. He's offside. It won't count. He misses anyway, but there's a chance for a moment, just for a moment. Tough to break away.
We'll just run through a comment that we've got coming live through. We've got Liam Baxter's old man, presumably in Scotland, watching. Get Baxter on to finish it off, he says.
Of course, Liam Baxter. We saw him warming up at half time. He's keen to score, I think, and he gets on. He was telling us, wasn't he, Webby? He was very, very excited.
Yeah, well, Liam Baxter come to us from... he come from Box Hill, or Casey Comets, I should say, rather. He come off the bench his first game of the season and scored a winner against... I can't remember who it was against. Yeah, well, in his first game, he scored the winner.
You spent some time, was it Lang Warren as well, was it?
Yeah, he played in the NPL3 with Lang Warren when Gus McLeod was coaching there, when Lang Warren got up from State 1 into the NPL2.
How is Big Gus these days? Geez, that's a name I haven't heard for a little while. Is he doing well?
I think Big Gus is back at Lang Warren as a technical director.
Well, there you go. Geez, I remember some stories I can't share at the moment. But Big Gus in charge of Lang Warren for so long. Watching games from behind fences. Tommy Cahill does well to hold the ball up. Finds Turgott, Cosmas, and his final ball couldn't get there, but it's away for a corner as the aforementioned Baxter looks to get himself ready. Webby having a chat to Doveton assistant manager Shannon Kennedy. We'll quickly get these subs that are coming on in a moment. We might just wait for the corner to make a double change to the Doves. They are 3-1 up. We are in the 73rd minute here at Waratah Reserve. On your toes, the call from the Doveton bench. Turgott into the area. Falls out. Turgott wants it back. He'll get it back. Looking for a left-footed strike, but ball just bobbled away from him. Chance for Samuel Catherine, but a bit too easy for Suma. And he finds Love, and Cahill late to get back on side. Brendan Olmazowski travels forward. Hester. They're 3-1 up. They're comfortable, but they're not done yet. Ross Frame, probably a little foul there, yeah, on Andrew Kerr, and he stands over him, and it's Suma. Not very happy. Abdul Karim Koch comes in and separates the boys. Handbags, Webby, or what was that?
Yeah, Ross and Zuma having a bit of an argument there, probably about the challenge that Ross put on Zuma.
Ross complaining of an elbow or a headbutt potentially coming from some members of the dog walkers down in the corner. All right, we will have a double sub. So, Webby, can you talk us through who's coming on and off?
Yeah, we've got Demi Miskillen coming off for Xander White, and Samuel Catherine the star 2-goal man coming off, and Liam Baxter coming on for the Doves.
So they're the changes brought to you by the man himself, Stuart Webster. Did you ever win goalkeeper of the year, Webby? You probably won it 10 times, but did you ever win goalkeeper of the year back in the day?
Only twice, Matthew. 2003 when I was at Frankston Plains, and 2012 when I was at Dandenong Thunder.
He was quick to jump in and tell me exactly when he won them as well. So he certainly won them. I knew he'd won them, but didn't want to steal the glory from the man and let him talk to us about how well he went back in the heyday. Of course, I think just retire. Are you officially retired or not?
Yeah, officially retired, Matthew. The goalkeeping coach down at Doveton here, working with the senior goalkeepers.
The goalkeeping coach, and some call you a sponsor of the club, but no, you just turn over money at the bar on quite a regular basis. That's what it is. So he's keen to buy a beverage or two after most games. Cahill couldn't find enough room. Love looking to play along, searching ball. Couldn't find Cahill, but Turgott using his body well. Andrew Kerr, wide for Whiteley. Again, Doveton happy to let Whittlesea Rangers have the ball for the time being. No danger with the ball, just moving sideways. But eventually the Rangers will go forward. Here's that searching ball now. They're trying to find Cahill. Chests it down well. Barbaroglu, neat little touch. Can he find in the area? He's quick little feet. Dinks a ball in. Cosmas can't quite get there. Not sure what the appeals are from Whittlesea Rangers, but a little bit of lacking imagination in the final third.
Yeah, he was in a little bit of space there, found space and got forced wide by the Doveton defence. Eventually got the cross in, and I think Whittlesea were complaining of a back pass there. I think it took a touch off a call back to Avdulas, and I think they were complaining about a back pass.
Okay, of course the man with his finger on the pulse, Stuart Webster. Another chance here for the Rangers. I won't say it's been all the Rangers in the second half, but they've certainly had the majority of possession and opportunities. They do trail 3-1. Strong first half performance from the Doves as Suma looks to send the ball towards Avdulas, but I'm not sure shooting from 35, 40 yards out is the right thing to do to beat the youngster from the Doves. Adam Hester, the Englishman. Elmazovsky under a bit of pressure. Kashiri doing well to press. Yeah, I agree with Alfredo Constantino there. He probably should have kept going and pressed the keeper, but he dropped off. Young man, still big future ahead of him in football. Cool. Gets up and wins a header, just diverts it away from Cahill. Here's Baxter's chance. We have a confirmation. 67th minute played at Casey Fields. It's Melbourne City 1, Preston Lions 1. So still very tight at the top end of that table. As other scores come through, we will update you. And in fact, we might have an update now. We'll come back in a moment. Barbaroglu just trying to find Lucas Kashiri. Couldn't quite find him. And Hester breaking forward, but Barbaroglu tracks him well. Hester looks to switch the ball to find Rennie Marici, but couldn't get there. And Webby, we've got an update.
Yeah, we're going up there at North Sunshine. North Sunshine has given up a 2-0 lead. It's now North Sunshine 2, Geelong 2. And Ballarat's just scored against Nunawading. So that makes that Nunawading 3, Ballarat 1. Box Hill still 1-0 up against Western United. So that game could reflect the top of the table here.
Okay, so very interesting results. And North Sunshine have not started the year as well as they would have wanted to. So they'll be disappointed to go up a lead as Turk goes down, but referee says no free kick. He also waves away a free kick appeal from Tom Cahill before. I think Cahill feels like he's been a bit hard done by today. As Whittlesea Rangers look to be preparing their final substitution. Looks like Barassa Thomas Remijo will be coming on. Who comes off, we'll confirm shortly. Webby, our man on the ground. So, number 3, he's Dimi Cosmas, so he'll be making way. He's a midfielder. We'll see what this young man can do. Barassa Thomas Remijo. As we get a corner. Rangers happy to wait for the corner before they make any changes. That sub hasn't happened just yet. We tick over to the 80th minute. Doveton 3, Whittlesea Rangers 1. Doveton be keen to put the game away now if they can. We might have an update coming very shortly from our man around the ground, Stuart Webster. The ball comes in first to the Doves. Shouts of handball. Yav says, no thank you. Ball's whipped back in. Away from the Rangers. Ross Frame. Freeman, Vissers, there's happy to keep the ball now, Doveton. They're 3-1 up. No need to score again. So we cross the Webby in just a moment. Never seen a man so furiously reacting on his phone trying to figure out what's happening, but we might have an update, Webby.
Yeah, we've got an update from Casey Fields where Melbourne City are hosting Preston Lions. The 71st minute, it's Melbourne City 1, Preston Lions 2.
Looks like Brad Bartholomew who scored the goal. Looks at that camera. He's celebrating there with Louis Yasevsky, the gaffer of Preston Lions. Timmy Cosmas makes way for the Whittlesea Rangers. That substitution we talked about earlier has now been made. And it does look like that Thomas Remijo is a striker. So he's playing up front. So they're rolling the dice here. Whittlesea Rangers sending numbers forward, bodies forward. But for the time being, they're 3-1 down. Doveton with the ball. In absolutely no rush, this Doves team. And we believe that Preston Lions have actually scored a third. So it's Melbourne City 1, Preston Lions 3. So there's some updates around the ground. I spoke to Preston Lions manager Louis Yasevsky just before this game actually. And, they were confident they had a strong team, and I know certainly how good Melbourne City are though. I might get Stuart Webster to talk us through who's coming on and off as the Doves make another change.
Well, for the Doveton, we've got Matthew Giamatti, number 3, coming on. Coming off, number 7, Adam Hester.
Okay, so Hester, who quite productive, I thought, this game. He's done quite well, and replaced by, is it Giamatti? Is it how we pronounce it, Webby?
Yeah, Matthew Giamatti. Yeah, Doveton's is going to try and hold on to this 3-1 lead. Matthew's just going to slip in there, and it looks like they're going to go to a back 5, I think.
So back 5 is a strong challenge between McCormack and Tommy Cahill, and McCormack looks to send the ball forward, but finds Vinny Morici. He can't keep it, and Suma playing at a ball that was going to be his anyway. It's now Al Mazovsky with a throw in for the Doves. It's a poor touch and a turnover, and the Rangers get the ball. And what can they do? They've got 7 minutes to try and get a result. 7 minutes to score twice at least. Try and steal a point from this Doveton team, who've been, let's face it, the dominant team for most of the day. Again, McCormack is probably a little bit too good for this level. Ball sent forward. It's a clear shove from Whiteley. Clear shove, but nobody in a rush to restart things for the Doves.
Yeah, Doves, I think, just happy to hold on to this 3-1 lead, just taking their time with every time the ball goes out the park, just milking up the time.
Certainly are. We are privileged today to have the Doves goalkeeper coach Stuart Webster with us, a man who himself won goalkeeper of the year twice, the Victorian Premier League. So confirming that score is for Preston Lions. We'll come back to that in a minute. As the Doves try forward, big shouts of handball. The few fans behind that Mercedes-Benz Berwick sign were looking to demand a penalty, but no, says Yo Fisher. Can confirm it's Preston Lions currently leading 3-1. Brad Blumenthal and Chris Davies, the scorers, along with Matthew Kundari. So the Lions extending their lead at the top of the table. It's not the worst result even for the Doves, is it? Going to be close to Melbourne City.
Yeah, well, Doveton hold on and Preston continue their 3-1 lead against Melbourne City. Doveton could jump from 4th into 2nd spot here.
Wow. Is it 2 up in the league this year?
As far as I know, it's 2 up, Matthew, yes.
Wow. Can the Doves, a team who Stuart Webster said earlier were happy to survive this year, but if they get the results are after today, they move into 2nd place, and maybe the unthinkable can happen here at Waratah Reserve. Still very early days yet. I won't let Stewie put the Moz on them because he tried to put the Moz on them in the first half and it's kind of half worked. So it's Kashiri loses the ball and Baxter trying to use his pace. But Ryan Love just getting there first and Abdul Karim Koch getting in the way as Cahill looks to be released, but he might want to go and press the ball and force Big Tommy to pick it up. 85 minutes played now, so just over 5 minutes to go. Plus stoppages. The home side well in control, 3-1 up. They'll continue to be in control as Almazovsky drives forward. Being held by one of the substitutes from Whittlesea Rangers. It's probably not the smartest foul to give away. I'm sure the Doves will be happy to milk up the rest of the time and slow things down from here, Webby.
Yeah, Doveton just trying to milk up the clock here, just taking their time, getting the ball, putting it back in the spot, just trying to milk up the clock and hold on to that 3-1 lead.
Just turn the ball over unnecessarily. I think McCormack's trying to put frame in the corner, but couldn't quite do it. Barbaroglu links up with Cahill. Look, I talked him up in the first half, Barbaroglu, but he hasn't done much in the second.
Yeah, a bit quiet this second half.
It's almost desperation time now for the Wayside. Andrew Kerr on the ball. Ryan Love. I'm going to imagine this goes long. I'm going to look for Cahill, as they've done for most of the day. Cahill couldn't get there, and Big Tommy cleans things up in the back for the Doves. Could be a super sub coming on very shortly for the Doves in stoppage time. Look at some players warming up. Not sure super sub or time wasting subs were the right word there, but they look to do what they can to close out the game. 87.5 minutes played. Doveton 3, Whittlesea Rangers 1. Cahill again strong on his chest, but nobody working off him. They've won the ball back. Advantage played by the referee, but no, stopped, and they've got to get forward, get numbers forward as well. Push and shove behind play, but nothing major. No foul, the call from the Doveton back forward, the players in front of them. Almazovsky looks to hook the ball down the line. He does well. He finds Marici, who looks to turn back the clock with a turn of pace, but can't quite get there. And they clip of the ankles. It's a yellow. It's one of those ones you take for the team, Webby?
Yeah, you take that just to stop the play and, yeah, just peg sort of Whittlesea back a little bit.
So we slow the game down. Abdul Karim Koch asking if Ali Turgut wants to go in the box. He's can't take the free kick to be keeper. As getting word there'll be 4 minutes, so maybe 4 minutes of time added on. So you have Fisher, the referee, indicates 4 minutes to his assistant. Turgut, this is an important ball. You're going to have to get a result out of this if they want to force anything for the rest of the game. Barbaroglu, his volley blocked. Ball cleared away. Rangers numbers behind the ball. Oh, it's a strong challenge, Marici. He's through to Baxter. Baxter's offside. I agree that the dog walkers in the corner don't agree, but I think it was. And that'll be Marici's last involvement. Of course, he's on a card, and he'll be coming off. Who's going to replace him, Webby?
Number 14, Josh Valadon.
Josh Valadon. Did Josh Valadon play for Richmond, Webby?
Yes, he did back in the day. He did play for Richmond and most recently Mornington.
That's right. I do recall my little spell at Richmond, playing and seeing him there. And of course, Mornington, another strong side from the southeast and the peninsula. Jamo and his boys. It's Cotter's free kick. We're in the 90th minute. They must score, surely, to give some hope. It's Koch, long, hopeful ball. A little dive in the area. I'm not impressed by that. A hopeful ball to Baxter, but he probably won't get there. Looks to be a handball, but not given. Strong challenge from Suma. Ball goes out wide, and last-ditch tackle, but not really what they wanted. Oh, they've tried to cut the ball across the face of goal for Baxter, but wasn't quite hard enough. The Rangers with another chance. We are in stoppage time, the first of 4 added minutes. This is a man who was booked in the first couple of minutes, and geez, if things were different, he could have been sent off on another day, but found himself the recipient of only a yellow, and might count himself a little bit lucky, but hasn't had to make a challenge since then. Abdul Karim Koch asking how many added on, the fourth official not giving him anything. We've already played one of those allocated 4 minutes. So the Rangers looking to have a long throw into the area. Long throw it is. Kerr challenges. Cahill challenges. The ball drops. Again, sent back. Koch, he's on the halfway line. He looked to pump the ball back in the mixer. Can he find Cahill? It's a great ball in the area. Cahill backtracking on his chest again the 10th time today. Tries to spin, but Freeman gets there. And again, it'll be a long throw. 91.5 minutes. There's 2.5 minutes to go. Long ball into the area. Kerr and again Cahill the targets. Headed away by Doveton. They're defending it well. One more long throw to come in. I'm surprised Ryan Love's not in the mix. He's just sitting outside the area with Turgott, Barbaroglu. Ball comes in. Headed away strongly. Love gets his head down. Referee says no free kick. Ross Frame driving forward. Turgott with a challenge. He can't quite get there. In go the Doves. It's got to be a penalty. It's not needed because Doveton score. Doveton score. It's 4-1 and the Doves will win. 92nd minute. Doveton on the breakaway. Koch trying to bring down the striker. It didn't matter. The ball fell out and Doveton score their fourth. And surely they walk away with 3 points now.
Yeah, that was a long ball forward. A quick breakaway from Doveton there with Xander White going through it. Nearly taken out by the keeper Koch. Ball broke to Michael Freeman, who blasted into the back of the net.
So it was Freeman who scored. Ryan Love not impressed. He thought it was a free kick when he had his head down and almost had his head taken off. But I probably agree with the referee. I think it was could have gone either way. But the quick counter-attack from the Doves. And they scored their fourth of the afternoon. And the points are theirs. Doveton 4, Whittlesea Rangers 1. Into our final minute of stoppage time. Rangers haven't looked, again, apart from the goal they scored early on, I thought it might have brought them back into it, Stewie, but they haven't really looked lively or haven't looked like scoring that much, have they?
Yeah, they looked lively early doors, early in the second half, and they got that goal. The subs probably helped them out a bit there, but yeah, other than that, they've lacked that little bit of creativity up front.
They certainly have. We will see if we can try and get hold of Samuel Catherine to have a quick chat to us at the end of the game. We'll see if he's available and see if we can get Stuart Webster to have a chat. Of course, innovative here on NPL Victoria on our live stream. Bring you the best content we can. Get you in touch with the star players. He's too modest. He's scored a double. If he wasn't so nice, he should have scored a hat-trick, to be honest. He tried to cut the ball back to Ross Frame earlier in the game, but we'll get Webby to have a chat to him as the whistle's about to go. And it does go. So Doveton 4, Whittlesea Rangers 1. A strong performance here from Doveton. I'll hand you over to Stuart Webster, who's with the man of the match, Daniel Catherine.
Sammy, good win for the Doves today. 2 goals. How do you feel about that?
It's just good for the 3 points, mate.
It's good for the 3 points. Not much to say by Sammy. How did you think overall the Doves performed?
Look, I think average, to be fair. I think we took our chances well, and we've had a couple of weeks off now, so it's just good to get out there and get the minutes in the legs now, and we go again. 3 points, go again.
All right, well done. Congratulations on a good game and 2 goals. Go on and have a sing with the boys, and congratulations.
Final score here at Waratah Reserve. Doveton 4, Whittlesea Rangers 1. I'm Matthew McNamara. Joining me today was Stuart Webster. Thank you very much and good evening.